In this podcast episode, Max Tucker, a former law school graduate turned best-selling author, shares his journey from writing about his wild dating life to becoming a homesteader dedicated to his family. About 20 years ago, Tucker started posting about his experiences online, which led to the publication of several best-selling books, including I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. Despite facing criticism, Tucker's writing style and storytelling abilities garnered him a large following. After retiring from writing about his partying lifestyle in 2012, Tucker transitioned into a different phase of his life. He reflects on his past choices, including getting fired from a law firm and the family business, which ultimately led him to pursue a career in writing. Despite facing rejection from traditional publishers, he found success by self-publishing his work online and gaining a following through humor blogs and a documentary. Tucker's writing resonated with many readers, particularly young men who related to his stories of drinking, hooking up, and partying. However, as he grew older, he realized that the lifestyle he portrayed in his books was no longer fulfilling. He decided to retire from writing about that part of his life and focus on personal growth and finding a deeper connection with his partner. Through his experiences with numerous women, Tucker learned what he truly wanted in a wife. He realized the importance of finding a partner who is intelligent, empathetic, and independent. He acknowledges that his past self would have been content with a superficial relationship, but as he matured, he understood the value of having a true partner who challenges and supports him. After retiring from writing stories of drinking and hooking up, Tucker started a successful ghostwriting and publishing company called Scribe. However, as his company grew, he began to prioritize his relationships with his wife and children over financial success. He observed other successful entrepreneurs who neglected their families and decided that he did not want to follow the same path. Tucker's realization about the importance of relationships led him to sell his company and focus on being a dedicated father and husband. He and his wife decided to buy a homestead in Texas and transition from a ranch to a self-sustaining homestead. They transformed the land into a thriving ecosystem by implementing regenerative agriculture practices and becoming independent in water, meat, and power. Tucker explains that community is essential during times of chaos, and having a homestead surrounded by like-minded individuals provides a sense of security. He emphasizes the importance of community over isolation, as it allows for mutual support and shared resources. Tucker and his wife also started a Waldorf school near their homestead, believing it to be the best educational philosophy for children. Reflecting on the events of 2020 and the political turmoil that followed, he realized that the American Republic had fallen long before, and the country was in the late stages of empire collapse. This realization prompted him to prepare for potential chaos and uncertainty by building a self-sustaining lifestyle on their homestead. Tucker strongly opposes the idea that children belong to the state, asserting that his children are his and his wife's responsibility. He believes in stewarding his children to become independent individuals who make their own choices in life and emphasizes the importance of parental autonomy in raising children. Tucker discusses his decision to live on a homestead and raise his own food, highlighting the importance of consuming healthy, natural foods. He criticizes the prevalence of seed oils in grocery store products, labeling them as toxic and harmful to health. He shares his personal experience of transitioning to a healthier diet and the positive impact it has had on his overall well-being. The conversation shifts towards spirituality, with Tucker revealing that he was an atheist for most of his life until he had a transformative experience with psychedelic medicine. He describes feeling a sense of oneness with all things and a deeper connection to a higher power. He acknowledges the role of psychedelics in opening up his spiritual beliefs and leading him to a greater understanding of the world around him. Tucker reflects on the concept of consumerism and how his spiritual awakening has shifted his perspective on material possessions and societal expectations. He emphasizes the importance of living in harmony with nature and prioritizing self-knowledge and connection to the environment. He discusses the impact of his spiritual beliefs on his lifestyle choices, including his decision to live on a homestead and raise his children in a way that aligns with his newfound beliefs.